My dear children, today I speak directly to your heart, where only I can see the battles that no one knows about. I know that silent tears wet the pillow, and that the weight on my chest doesn't seem to give up. But listen to me. I am the Lord of time and eternity, and your change is coming before this year ends. Many of you have been praying, waiting, and even doubting. But I, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, do not delay promises. I do not make mistakes, and I never give up on you. What today seems like a desert will soon become a flowing river of blessings. The doors that seemed locked will be opened with the strength of my hand, for I am the one who makes new beginnings when the world says all is lost. Son, can you feel it? There is something bigger moving in the heavens on your behalf. The chains that bound your life are beginning to break. The prayers you thought were forgotten have ascended like incense to my throne. I haven't forgotten. Not a single word that left your lips escaped my ear. The change you hope for will not come in man's time, but in my perfect time, and that time is now. Remember what it says, for there is still a little time, and what is to come and will not delay. Hebrews 10:37. Don't let discouragement extinguish the light of hope that I placed within you. Embrace the promise, because what I said, I will fulfill. This will be the December when your tears turn to joy, when lack gives way to abundance and buried dreams begin to bloom. Believe in me, because I am acting in silence to surprise you. Here is my loving warning. Do not close your heart to my voice. When I call, answer. When I speak, listen. Today's obedience and faith will be the key that will unlock the glorious tomorrow I have prepared. Don't lose the blessings I have stored. The time is near. My children, today I make a very special invitation. Demonstrate the love you feel for me with a simple gesture, but full of faith and gratitude. If you believe in the transformative power of my words, click like on this video and show the world that love and faith in me reign in your hearts. Now, as an act of trust, declare with faith, my change is already on the way. Write in the comments, Amen, if you believe that this promise is for your life. Remember, I am God. I don't change, and my word stands forever. Before this December ends, your life will begin to shine with the light of my victory. Believe and wait, because I am acting. I know the weight it carries. I know the nights when alone you questioned whether things would ever change. I know the times you felt small in the face of difficulties, as if the world was collapsing, and you no longer had the strength to start over. But I am here, and I tell you with love, the suffering of now is not the end of your story. You look around and see only closed doors. Opportunities seem to slip through your fingers. The prayers seem not to have echoed, as if silence were the only answer. But I see beyond. Every closed door is opening the way for something you can't yet see. What today seems like a delay, tomorrow will be recognized as a deliverance, a divine preparation for something much greater. When you ask yourself, why me? Know that even headwinds have a purpose, to strengthen you for what is coming. When your heart sinks and your mind gets tired, it's easy to lose focus. It's easy to think that nothing will change, that the pain is here to stay. But hear me, this pain has no right to define you. The difficulties you face now are not eternal. They are just a test to see how far your faith goes. You were not abandoned. I am by your side, in the middle of the storm, in solitude, in tiredness. I am the breath you need to continue. The problems that seem gigantic today are, in fact, small in the face of my strength. When you can't carry the weight, I carry it for you. When your strength runs out, I am the one who keeps you standing. No tear shed went unnoticed. No cry for help was ignored. My response may seem silent now, but it is moving, even when you can't see it. I don't want you to live any longer as a prisoner of worry, fear, or doubt. You were not created to live in constant torment, expecting the worst. You were created to be light, to shine, and to win. Suffering has an expiration date, and the time for restoration is approaching. If the days have seemed long and the nights unbearable, hear my voice saying, I am in control. No difficulty is too great for me to transform. What is a loss today, tomorrow will be a gain. Where there is scarcity today, there will be abundance. Where there is despair today, I will bring the peace that surpasses all understanding. You carry pains that you haven't told anyone, situations that you hide deep in your heart because you are afraid of appearing weak or incapable. But you no longer have to carry it alone. Bring to me the heaviest burdens, the deepest fears, and the most painful wounds. I am the healer of your pains and the restorer of your dreams. What the world broke, I fix. What was stolen, I return multiplied. What was lost, I make new. Before this year ends, prepare for the unexpected. I am acting in areas where you least imagine. New beginnings are not only possible, they are closer than you think. What seemed distant will begin to materialize, and what seemed impossible will no longer be just a dream. I am the one who creates paths in the desert and makes it bloom where everything seemed dead. Don't be fooled by the waiting time. Delay is not a denial. It is my care for you. If today things didn't happen as I expected, it's because I'm protecting you from something that wasn't meant to be. Your life is in my hands, and I take care of every detail. You need to trust that my actions are perfect even when you don't understand. I know it hurts. I know that waiting erodes patience. But it's in this moment, when everything seems meaningless, that I'm shaping you for what's to come. The pains are creating resistance, the waiting is generating perseverance, and each tear is watering the ground where my promise will be fulfilled. Soon, you'll look back and realize it all made sense. You will see that suffering taught you to be stronger, that losses prepared you for the gains to come, and that waiting taught you to value every small victory. Your life will no longer be marked by the pain of the past, but by the victory that comes from my love and care. Believe that this is the time for the unexpected, the new, the extraordinary. I didn't bring you here to give up. What began with tears will end with celebration. The change you hope for is closer than you think. Get ready to see the impossible become real. Nothing is beyond my control. No pain is too great for my comfort. No difficulty resists my power. When I say I will do it, I do it. And the time of transformation, victory, and renewal that you have been waiting for has already begun to move. The end of this year will be marked by my presence acting in your life. Believe, because your change is on the way. You wonder if there is still time, if there is still hope to see everything change before the year ends. His faith seems to be wavering, weakened by the difficulties that have been going on for so long. There are moments when you look around and feel like everyone is moving forward except you. Every door closed, every answer that didn't come, brought an extra weight to carry. But today, listen to me carefully. I see your struggle, and nothing you went through was in vain. I know you have faced battles that consume your strength. Whether at work, in relationships, or in health, challenges never seem to let up. But I want you to know that even the most violent storms serve a greater purpose. The waves that threaten to drown you today will be the same ones that push you to a new place, a new time. What you see as chaos, I see as preparation. Often, when you ask for help, you expect everything to change at once. But my work is silent. I work in the invisible, adjusting the details you can't yet perceive. When you think nothing is happening, I am arranging the circumstances to align the right time, the right people, and the opportunities that will transform your life. I understand how you feel. When hope fades, discouragement tries to occupy the space. When a promise seems to take time, doubt begins to whisper that perhaps nothing will happen. But I want you to keep this in your heart. What I prepared for you is already in motion. Don't give up now because it's closer than you think. Look inside yourself and realize the strength I put in you. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of anguish is serving to make you stronger. I'm not saying the pain is simple or easy, but I am promising that it will come to an end. No wound will remain open forever, and no burden will be too heavy for me to lift. I see you praying, tired but persistent. When words fail and the heart just whispers, I'm the one who listens. Don't be discouraged. The answers are coming. That job you've been waiting for, the reconciliation that seems impossible, the healing that your body and soul ask for. I am the God who restores, heals, and honors the faithful. If loneliness has been your greatest companion, if abandonment has made you feel forgotten, remember, you are never alone. My love surrounds you in every second. When no one else is around, I'm holding your hand, walking beside you. When the silence feels overwhelming, I am speaking to your soul. I care for you. Don't let isolation erase the certainty that I am your shelter, your friend, and your refuge at all times. There are things that, no matter how hard you try, are not in your control. Handing over these concerns to me is the most important step you can take. You don't have to carry the weight of the world alone. I am the rock that sustains you, the answer that calms fear and the strength that overcomes uncertainty. Don't fear the future. I'm already there. What today seems like a closed path, tomorrow will be a wide and illuminated road. I am opening new opportunities, bringing new encounters and restoring what seemed lost. Your life is not over. This will still be the year in which your story will be marked by new beginnings, victories, and changes so big that they will make you wonder how you ever doubted my fidelity. I know the dreams that are deep in your heart, the ones you no longer dare to mention. Place them before me, because nothing is too small or too big that I cannot accomplish. I am working in silence to surprise you with what my eyes can already see and what yours cannot yet see. If time is running out, don't despair. I'm above time. I can change destinies in an instant. I can open doors that seemed sealed forever. Don't get attached to what didn't work, what was left behind. What is to come is bigger, more beautiful, and more abundant than anything you have ever lost. You will rise stronger. The pains you faced do not define who you are. Each difficulty is shaping a new version of you, more prepared to live the promises I have reserved. This will be the time when darkness gives way to light, and mourning gives way to celebration. Before this year ends, you will see my hand at work. I will rebuild what was broken. I will strengthen what was weak and return the joy that despair tried to steal. I am the God who turns tears into victories and who makes the impossible become reality. Believe, not because of what you see today, but because of what I'm preparing for tomorrow. The time of waiting is coming to an end, and a new chapter is about to begin. Your life is in my hands. I see your most intimate struggles, the ones that no one can understand or perceive, the worries that fill your mind, the problems that seem to grow every day, the answers that don't come. I know what carries in silence. I know how difficult it has been to believe in better days when everything around you seems to be falling apart. But I want you to listen carefully. What you are experiencing now does not define your destiny. How many times have you wondered why things don't get better? Why doors don't open? You look back and see only unfulfilled promises, moments that failed, plans that fell apart. I know how much it hurts to hold on tight when fatigue threatens to break your resistance. But understand, I don't let suffering be in vain. He has purpose. It teaches, molds, and prepares you for what is to come. I know there are times when you think giving up would be easier, that the weight of everything is too much to bear. But look around you with the eyes of faith. Every adversity has a limit, and yours is about to be reached. You were not called to live trapped in the same pain, the same problems. What imprisons you today will be transformed. Every tear you have shed has served as a seed that, however invisible it may seem, is taking root. Even if you don't see the fruits yet, your faith and perseverance are making something grow. Don't despair because you don't see immediate changes. The preparation is silent, but the result will be extraordinary. You are not alone on this journey. I am by your side in every step, in every fall, and in every attempt to rise again. When the weight of life becomes too much, remember that I am the one who supports you. When it seems like you don't have the strength to take another step, I'm the one who carries you in my arms. Fear not. Don't lose hope. Tomorrow will be different. The challenges you face are not a punishment. They are part of the process that is preparing you for something greater. Yes, there is a time of waiting, a time of silence, but that time is never wasted. Even when everything seems at a standstill, I'm working. The victory you await, the cure you seek, the answers you long for are being constructed in every detail. Sometimes pain teaches us what comfort never could. It shows who we are, reveals how much we are capable of enduring, and makes us stronger. I will not let any wound go to waste. I will transform your pains into testimonies, your losses into restorations, and your waiting into celebration. If it's been difficult to make sense of what's happening, don't be discouraged. It's not the end. I specialize in surprise endings. Where the world sees defeat, I see a new beginning. Where the world sees impossibility, I see opportunity. I am the one who makes all things new, who changes scenes in an instant, and who brings life where there were only ruins. Maybe you feel like you wasted too much time, that the years have passed and nothing has come to fruition as you wanted. But I want you to trust. There is no wasted time when I am in control. I recover years. I restore what was taken, and I return everything that seemed lost. Don't cling to the past. Don't let it define your future. What is to come will be much greater than what was left behind. Fear, doubt, and discouragement do not have the power to determine your tomorrow. The situation you face today may seem overwhelming, but it is no greater than the strength I have placed within you. When you don't know what to do, just trust. I am preparing the way even if you can't see it yet. The dreams you think are dead are not forgotten. They are alive in me. I'm breathed life into them again. Where today you see impossibilities, you will soon see open doors. I am putting in your path what you need to transform your reality. People, resources, opportunities, everything will come at the right time. Take a deep breath and look ahead. Don't allow fear to paralyze you. Every battle you've won so far is proof that you can go further. What you face today is just one chapter, not the entire story. Believe that something new is about to happen. When you least expect it, the answer will come. The change you have been waiting for will begin to take shape. Your crying will be replaced by laughter, and your pain will give way to peace. I am already acting. I am already transforming. I am already making the impossible become possible. I know your limitations, but I see your potential. Don't give up because the best is yet to come. Before this year ends, you will see signs of my action. There will be transformation where there was despair before. There will be provision where there was only lack. There will be a new beginning where the end seemed to have come. This is the time to rise up in faith. The change you hope for is closer than you think. I am guiding you into a new time, a new beginning, a new story. Your life will be marked by my care and my faithfulness. What seems impossible today will be the miracle you have waited so long for. I see the silent despair that has settled in your heart. When pain arrives, it doesn't knock on the door or ask for permission. It simply invades. I know you've been trying to be strong, but inside your strength is running out. I also know that you have been looking to the future with fear, as if there was no way out. However, listen, what you are experiencing now will not be forever. The time of suffering seems endless, but each moment of waiting is building something that you cannot yet see. Don't think that the void will last forever, or that unanswered questions define your story. I am acting where your eyes cannot see, in the depths where only I can reach. No tears were shed without a purpose. No pain will be left unhealed. The anguish that has suffocated you is real, but it will not be greater than the transformation that I will bring. The heart that is hurt today will be strengthened. The mind that has been attacked by doubts will be filled with peace. I know how tired you are, how much you want to leave the fights behind. But believe me, the end of this cycle is near. The difficulties you face are not a sign of weakness, but proof of how much you are capable of resisting. I have placed within you a strength that goes beyond human understanding. No matter how heavy the burden seems, it will not be eternal. I am bringing relief to your soul and putting in order everything that is out of place. You may think you are alone, but you are not. As you walk through the darkness, I am the light that guides your steps. While silence seems to dominate, it is I who speaks directly to your heart, reminding you that there is a way out of every situation. Life may have hurt you, but I will not let those wounds destroy you. I am restoring every part that was broken. If today the doors are closed and the road seems too long, know that I am already ahead, opening paths where there was no possibility. Where you see limits, I see opportunity. Where there seems to be only darkness, I am preparing a new dawn. This difficult time is just a transition to something bigger, something that is beyond your expectations. The answers you have been waiting for will come at the right time. Every detail is under my care. If there is confusion, I will bring clarity. If there is a lack, I will bring provision. If there is pain, I will be the balm that heals. There is no storm that lasts forever, and the time of calm is already approaching. It doesn't matter what others have said, what the world has shown you, or what your own thoughts have tried to convince you of. Your story doesn't end here. What I have prepared for you is greater than any difficulty you have ever faced. You will be amazed at how things will fit together, how every piece that seemed lost will find its place. I know there are days when it seems impossible to continue. I know that the deepest wounds are the ones we carry in silence without anyone noticing, but I understand. Every time you thought about giving up, I was there, whispering hope to your heart. Your journey has a purpose, and the pains of now will not be wasted. People may fail, time may seem unfair, but I am constant. I am the one who does not change, who does not abandon, who does not give up. When you let go of the control that has consumed you so much, you will see how I will work on your behalf. I am removing obstacles, turning tears into victories and dreams into reality. You will be healed from the wounds that the past left. What today looks like a scar will be the mark of overcoming. I'm replacing loneliness with company, insecurity with confidence, uncertainty with the certainty that the best is yet to come. Your story will not be written by failure or difficulties, but by the twists and turns and miracles I am bringing. Every pain you faced made you stronger, more resilient. I see the effort you've made, even when no one sees it. I see the prayers that come out like whispers in the middle of the night. I see your heart's sincere desire. None of this was ignored. Everything has been heard, everything has been taken care of. The time for transformation is coming. What was absence will become abundance. What was sadness will be replaced by joy. Don't allow fear to steal your hope, because I'm taking action right now. Even though the results will not appear immediately, the movement has already begun. I do not rest until my work is complete. You don't need to know how everything will happen. Just trust that it will. I am adjusting what seemed impossible, straightening paths that previously seemed crooked, restoring relationships that seemed broken. Where you see only impossibility, I see miracle. Believe that the current scenario is not the end. This is just the moment before the turning point, the silence before the great transformation. What you expect will be surpassed by what I am preparing. There will be more joy than you imagined, more peace than you dreamed of, more victory than you asked for. The impossible is about to happen in your life. When you look back, you will see how it all made sense. Every tear, every weight, every pain has brought you here. Now is the time to trust, to rest in the certainty that your change is on the way and will be greater than your thoughts could ever achieve. I don't fail. I don't delay. I comply. I see the weight you carry, that tiredness that goes beyond the body, that settles in the mind and heart. These are days when the soul feels exhausted, as if each step requires more strength than you have. I know that, in silence, you have been holding back your tears and wondering how much more you can bear. But listen carefully. You were not created to live trapped in this cycle of pain and frustration. When the mind insists on repeating the same questions, when memories of what went wrong haunt you, it's easy to get lost in fear. The feeling that nothing changes, that the effort is in vain, makes you question whether it is still worth believing. But I want you to know, the time of stagnation is coming to an end. I'm moving the pieces around, organizing what seems disorganized. What you see as delay is just preparation time, because when the change arrives, it will be more than you expected. I know how much it hurts to see doors close one after another. It's hard to maintain hope when everything you touch doesn't seem to move forward. But remember, what didn't open up now was for your good. There are places you shouldn't be, paths you shouldn't take. I protected you from battles you didn't need to fight and from pitfalls that could have destroyed your peace. The right time for answers is coming. If loneliness has kept you company, if the lack of support has hurt you, trust in one thing. I am not distant. I see the void that people couldn't fill, the words that weren't spoken when you needed them most. I know that the world's indifference weighs heavily, but my presence is constant. You were never alone. While the world fails, I remain faithful. While everyone moves away, I am the one who approaches to catch you when you stumble. Fear of the future has paralyzed you. The anxiety of not knowing what's coming robs you of your peace night after night. It's difficult to plan, trust, hope, when tomorrow seems uncertain. But listen carefully. Control is not out of my hands. What you can't solve, I can. What seems impossible in your eyes to me is just a detail that will be resolved. I am in the silence of the moments when you think no one hears. Every tear, every thought, every unspoken word is before me. I am healing wounds that no one knows about, rebuilding parts of you that have been broken. The hope that seemed to have been lost will shine again in your heart. Sometimes pain comes from where you least expect it. There are friends who disappoint, promises that are not fulfilled, dreams that seem to die without warning. Life hits hard, and you feel small compared to the weight you carry. But I want you to remember something important. What you lost will not be the end. I am preparing something new, something that will compensate for every pain and every loss. What seemed irreplaceable will be surpassed by what I am bringing. I know how much it hurts to wait. Time seems to drag by, responses take time, and the feeling of abandonment sets in. But the time you call waiting is the time I am working. I am removing the obstacles you don't see, straightening paths that seemed impossible. Delay is not negligence, it is care. My work is perfect, and nothing will be incomplete. Believe that the best hasn't happened yet. When you look back and see only failures and pain, understand that the past does not have the power to define the future I have prepared for you. Things won't end the way they started. Every battle you fight is creating the foundation for the victory to come. The scenario may look the same now, but the details are changing. When the answer comes, you will see that nothing was in vain. There is a purpose for everything you have faced. Pain that seemed meaningless is teaching you lessons that will prepare you for what is to come. Today's difficulties are seeds of growth for tomorrow. I am using each experience to strengthen you, to give you resilience, to teach patience and faith. When you look back, you will see that each fight was necessary to transform you into someone stronger and more prepared. If your mind is tired of fighting, if your heart is heavy with doubts, give me your worries. You don't need to have all the answers now. I am the solution you are looking for, the rest you so desire. When the weight becomes too much, know that I am ready to carry it with you. Before this year ends, there will be a move in your life. What seemed impossible will begin to happen. Peace will take the place of restlessness, and hope will replace despair. I am preparing the way, transforming scenarios, bringing the right people and opportunities that will change everything. Nothing will be the same as before, because I'm doing something new. When you least expect it, the answer will come. The door will open. Pain will give way to joy. Don't get hung up on what happened or what failed. Look forward with faith, because what I am bringing you will be greater than everything you have lost. The change you've been waiting for is closer than you think. I am the rest for your weary soul, the strength for your downcast heart. Leave your worries in my hands and trust that I am taking care of everything. The time of transformation is coming, and your victory will be complete. The impossible will become reality, and the pain will be just a distant memory. The best is yet to come. I know the weight that the heart carries when the struggles seem to have no end. The exhaustion of trying, day after day, without seeing the result you hope for. When silence takes over and answers don't come, you wonder if it's still worth believing. Don't be fooled by what appears to be the end. I see beyond what your eyes see. Doors that remained closed do not mean abandonment. They mean that something better is being prepared. Every failed attempt, every fall that made you doubt your own worth, are not signs of defeat. They are parts of a process that is shaping you for what is to come. Nothing happens outside of my time, and none of your efforts are wasted. When difficulties arise, the mind is invaded by thoughts that shouldn't be there. Doubt says it won't work. Fear whispers that there is no way out. Frustration insists that your dreams are unattainable. But I want you to understand, these voices have no power over what I'm doing. What seems like a barrier today will be removed in due time. I'm working around you, even when you can't see. Discouragement comes like a shadow when you hope the situation will improve and nothing seems to change. The daily struggle for solutions, for healing, for peace, seems endless, but your weight is not ignored. I'm building a path where there seemed to be nothing. I'm preparing you for something that will not only solve your problems, but bring even greater purpose to your life. Sometimes the wounds that hurt the most are the ones that no one sees. The weight of the words that hurt you, the disappointments that made you silent, the void left by those who left. I know the impact all of this has had. I know you have carried burdens that were not meant to be borne alone. Today I'm taking that weight off you. I am touching the deepest wounds and bringing the healing your heart so desperately needs. Every tear, every request that seemed unheard, has been welcomed by me. The time of restoration has begun. The relationships that were broken, the dreams that have been behind, the opportunities you have lost. Nothing is out of my reach. What seems irreversible will be restored in a way you never imagined. If fear has made you doubt tomorrow, know that nothing is lost. The control is not in your hands, and that is a relief. I am conducting your life, and every detail is being careful. When you think you are standing in the same place, I'm moving everything around you so that the plan I have prepared. The moments of pain are not the end of your story. They are chapters of a journey that is transforming you. You are not the same as yesterday, and each experience is teaching something valuable. Tears have cleaned their vision, difficulties have strengthened your faith, and obstacles have made you seek the right direction. Nothing is by chance. Nothing is happening without a purpose. Don't worry about time. I'm not late. When the time comes, you will see everything fit as a great plan that only I could have written. Each fight you faced has served to prepare it for this moment. You will not only have what you asked, but much more than you could imagine. The blessings I am preparing will not be small. They will bring answers that will make them understand every moment of waiting. If the heart is tight by uncertainty, give me your concerns to me. When you don't know what to do, it's because it's time to trust. Do not allow anxiety to steal your peace. I am the solution to every situation you can't solve. I am preparing the unexpected, the new, which will bring light to the days that now look dark. The strength you need to continue does not come from yourself. It is me who renews your strength, who calms your fears, and who sustains you when everything seems lost. Don't give up now. What seemed away is closer than you think. The moment of the turn is coming, and it will be so great that you will look back and understand every tear, every weight, every prayer that seemed unanswered. I know the internal battles they wage every day. I know the pains it carries and the dreams that are afraid to deliver in my hands. But there is no reason to fear. What I am preparing for you is greater than any obstacle you have faced. You were not created to live in the chaos, sadness, or uncertainty. There is a greater purpose, and I am leading you toward him. Believe in the new time I'm bringing. You will be surprised by opportunities that you could not imagine being possible. The heart that is wounded today will find cure. The tiredness will be replaced by joy. The doors that were closed will open, and what seemed unreachable will be placed before you. I see your internal struggles, the doubts that scream in your mind, the fear of the future, the uncertainties that take care of their decisions, the problems that accumulate. There are days when nothing seems to make sense, and discouragement tries to steal to the last spark of hope you still carry. I know how much it gets tired of living like this, but I also know that there is a force within you that has not yet been completely revealed. Every difficulty you face today has a purpose, even if it seems cruel and meaningless. I am using each situation, every fight, to cut something bigger. I am teaching you to see beyond the surface, to trust even when the circumstances say otherwise. Pain is never the end of the line. It is the process that paves the way for the miracle. I understand the weight of a long wait. I know what it's like to look at the clock and feel that time is going too fast while the answers don't arrive. This feeling that is being left behind, that the lives of others is advancing as they stagnate. But what I am preparing for you cannot be rushed. The time that seems lost is in fact the time I am using to prepare something that will be perfect. The wounded heart that you have loaded will not be like this forever. The rejection he faced, the harsh words he heard, the opportunities he has lost, all this is being transformed. There is no pain that cannot be healed, no loss that cannot be restored. What you see as the end of a cycle is actually the beginning of a new time. I'm bringing healing, I'm bringing Renovo. If this message has touched your heart and you believe that God is acting in your life, share this video with someone who needs to hear that word today. Leave God's love and hope to reach more lives. And if you want to receive more messages like this, click like and subscribe to the channel. May the peace and transformation of God always be with you.